think that we need to go back from this Berlin Shiny conference to young people that you put together, and to test what we think, what we feel, or what the panelists feel, and think directly with them who are working with young people.
What was for me not surprising at all, not surprising, but very visible in this conference was that there was really a gap between the dialogue between the political elites and the people. And I think I'm maybe one point is that we should also work more on the question, but how this involvement can be realized, how we can really give young people the space and the possibilities, the concrete possibilities to contribute in policy making. But I think also that beyond the regional cooperation, there should be also always the dialogue with also the young generation in the European Union.
And it is a really sad situation, is that migration, what we see as a team, it's not just the problem, but it is basically the outcome of the problems that we have in the region.
Migration data is the biggest problem, I think, in all Western Balkans, but I'm talking now about Serbia. So recently we start to deal with other kinds of migration, especially emigration from the country and brain drained, and we start to talk about return migration, circulation, and migration and development, and all other things.
I must say, the first step, of course, is a discussion, but only to discuss brings us also not forward, and so it is better to find also common solutions and then to implement these solutions.
The question is now, who's going to lead that debate? Do we need an external actors to do it? How do we build alliances in the region? Who these alliances are? And how to involve people that we know, that they're around and informed about this question. I think we have come to understanding that this is number one issue for many of us because it's very immediate. It basically affects all of us. It also affects the EU.
Its successful handling should and depends on the multivariety of actors. The government, as I said, local communities, businesses, civil society, media, and youngsters. Building up a public policy like intersectoral strategy is not easy at all. It requires a lot of coordination. It requires systematic work on the measures to properly fulfill the objectives of a strategy.